I'm telling you, this is like, that's why I said it's not. We are not going to be theoretical. It's practical. We'll be looking at, and we started a program in Nigeria where you have to start doing business. We even want to link the imams in Southwest and the Northwest together, so that those who are selling cola will be selling it to them in Northwest, and they will be selling maize or any other things, rice to them there, so that you just be making exchange just on phone. Or you want to go into a Greek. We have brought all farmers association of Nigeria to come and explain how you can do a Greek. I don't know whether any of you probably when we want to come, please, this is our group that come, they should be around when farmers are still coming again. We have also gone to NDE, National Director of Employment, to meet the Director General. We signed an MOU with them. All what they have, they are coming to us now. All the opportunities that they have, they are bringing it to our imams. So when the man was talking, I said, don't worry, we don't just believe in talking. And our Muslim leader, what we enjoy is talking, quotation. When anywhere they do that, I walk out. Because it's useless. We don't come out with anything again. No action. As Muslims now, as imams, you must have something done. Look at what I actually said. He said you want to run learning studies and something. It's not to be keeping under his name. It means something is coming out from there. You'll be able to talk well. You don't have any, you know South African certificate, they are already travels. We know him or we don't know him, KADUNA man. We don't know him. Did that. Okay. When he's talking in the mosque, everybody listen. Because he can pay everybody's salary in that mosque. I was telling somebody at the time I'm doing 5 different types of work. 5. And you can't see it in me as if I'm doing anything. So as Muslims, we should be able to encourage ourselves to do something. You must work, business, anything you can lay your hands on that is legal, that is within the purview of Islam. You just have to do it. Including our women. Because many people always ask, how do I also include our women? Allah asks everybody to pay zakat. Allah does not expect a woman to pay zakat from the money her husband is giving her, Allah will have been mentioning men when it comes to payment of zakat. So it means women to have to do something that is related to them. Don't forget, related to them. So that they too can make it. Don't forget the wife of the Prophet was the richest at the time when she was there. So, and also our imams, I think the psychology believe that imams don't work, we should remove it from our mind. Or the work we are doing as an imam is this. No. Anything that can bring money for you in an halal way, you should put your mind into it. And that's what that chapter 9 is trying to. If you have that, when anybody has anything, you just look at him again. That, and so what? They invited me for one program in Lagos. All those who are there, they think they are big men. And we are asking them to come out, they didn't come out. Then the stubbornness in my head, I said, what do you think you are? Myself, I can give you 1 million naira, I can donate 1 million naira. We ask you to bring money and you are doing as if you are more than this. Suppose all of you, God carry all of you, they began and that's how. In fact, the man up to today, just looking at me like a. I said, you need to respect yourself. And that's when you are able to say it without fear of favor. And when you do it, you'll be able to tell others to do it. They will say, see what our imam is doing. Like my friend used to say, not that you did. He said, nobody, Allah will not ask you, why are you not leading prayer? But he will ask you, why are you not taking care of your family? If the money they are giving you, or you are getting as an imam, you cannot take care of it, resign from there and go to market. Go to market and go and work. You don't need that. The one you need is your family. You don't need to be an imam. Nobody will query you that you are not an imam. But your children will query you, say you are a useless father. I just say God has not bring you. Which God? That's what that chapter. When you have that, even for you to eat haram will be very hard. You'll be afraid. Because you know what it is to work for money. Any other question on that? That's all. On that, no, I've not finished. Who's that? No, because you are looking at me. That is none again. Okay, let's go to chapter 10. Chapter 10 here, look at justice itself. What is causing corruption mainly is actually injustice. You discover if you sit here, you won't get your rights. That what belongs to you has been given to somebody else. Then you will now fight it any way you can get it. You too, you want to have it. I know that you agree with me. Like in the civil service, like in government institution, in any organization, the people they promote are people who are close to them, not the people who are qualified to be in those positions. I'm sorry, I'm not a politician. That is why that man, Tinubu, as an Imam, I bow for him. If somebody doesn't care who your relationship with him, if he knows you are not competent to hold a particular position, he will look for a man that is competent, but he will give you something else that you will not be angry. It doesn't matter where he comes from, where you come from. Whatever that he knows is your right and you are the best in that position, he will get it for you, even if you don't greet him. There was a day I heard him talking about. He had a friend who is a. I don't want to be talking like person. That's why I will not be saying the way I heard it. He said, "Now, someone is talking." He said the mother of one of his friends died, and that one is a popular person too. He said at that time, that his friend they don't used to greet, but he knew the mother was a good person to him. That when the mother died, he was the first person in the mother arranging the burial. And when the son came, he couldn't say, "Get out of my mother's house." He kneeled down to say, "Thank you, God." And they are not being written. In fact, if on the pages of newspaper, you see him abusing him. But when you know your rights will be given to you, even when you are not greeting that person, you won't commit anything wrong. What is all the problem we have in this country today because of injustice? What belongs to KADUNA will be taken to Kano. What belongs to Kano will be taken to Osun. What belongs to Osun will be taken to Adeyemi. So at the end of the day, the center cannot hold. Everybody will be for himself. And that's why we are seeing what we are seeing. Not until Imam is able to talk about it, not an abuse this time around. To say, don't pick it from the Quran and the histories of the Prophet, so that you don't look as if you are abusing a particular person. For example, there was a day the Prophet wanted to appoint a governor. I don't know, you all remember that story. He wanted to give an appointment letter, and he was praying. As the Prophet was praying, the man was waiting to collect the appointment letter. The children were playing with him. And the man waiting to collect the appointment letter carried the man and carried the baby, and he beat him. Why are you disturbing the Prophet? The Prophet said, "No, you don't have passion, you don't have compassion. You don't have compassion for me. You withdrew the appointment letter." How many of us can do that? They say somebody is stealing. Somebody has taken care of it. So it's your friend. Say they should forget about it. But for God's sake, Allah will ask you, why are you there? For sure, it's not a place where you stay and you think it is just the rapidity of the place you want. It is too dangerous to be in a position. If we know, it is too dangerous. And we talk about it, and at the end of the day, we will get there. Let's look at chapter 8, the role of women in fighting corruption. Then I want somebody to explain it to me. I've done 2. I've told you we are not teaching you anything. It's what you know, what you are doing. It is just to remind you that please do it. Thank you, Madam.
the role of women in fighting corruption. Use your formal experience. The role of home. Where are the homes? Are they women?
Yes. I've not gone on it yet, but from the little I know is women as the mothers of the home can fight corruption from their homes. They can, of course, be prayerful and be directing the husband. May you bring halal home? Please don't go into that, don't go into that. With that alone, she can assist in directing the husband. And for the family, I mean the children, of course, by teaching them the wrong and the right, don't be a bully, don't do this, don't do that, don't be greedy. Those are things that will combat corruption in the family. And I believe when the children or the man is nurtured with it, he will go and exhibit that good quality in the society. And I believe with that, women will contribute there. Of course, we are passionate, and except nowadays, women are usually weak.
That's a wrong impression.
No, in terms of...
to say women are weak.
In those days, I mean, in terms of stealing or taking somebody's property, it's hardly in those days. Except now with westernization and, mixing of cultures and what have you. Now you see a woman in an office embezzling money. But in those days, hardly. They always, yes, that is where I am going. So I think women have a great role to play in combating or preventing corruption.
Okay. I think I like that. I have to pick it from the women angle at home. Is it only a woman at home?
No, but she,
Okay, I think this Sheikh wants to talk about it. It's not only a woman. Sorry, let's give a woman first.
Women are